Hello everybody, welcome to Boxing Science. In this video we're going to be covering 3 plyometric press-ups for boxing. Plyometric press-ups are a fantastic exercise to develop acceleration, hand speed, and also to protect the upper limb. The reason why it protects the upper limb so much is because we're having to deal with high impact forces. So we have to decelerate and create a lot of stability around the shoulder joint. So we can control that deceleration and that absorptive force through the plyometric press-ups. Key thing to consider during plyometric press-ups. 1, is athlete strong enough? If they're not able to do 10 press-ups, 10 strict press-ups, they shouldn't be moving onto plyometric press-up. 2, have they got any imbalances between left and right side? A lot of boxers have imbalance between the lead shoulder and their backhand in terms of tightness and in strength as well. If this imbalance is too big, is quite significant, if you can notice it in their landmine punch throw or in their pressing strength on dumbbells, you might want to be going away from plyometric press-ups for now. Also, if they've got some sort of shoulder injury, plyometric press-ups can be quite problematic. If an athlete is strong, robust, and can perform plyometric press-ups, it's a fantastic way to increase that hand speed, acceleration, and to be able to deal with them high impact forces. A good start would be to do a bodyweight version with the bands. So you get a band from a high anchor point, such as a squat rack or cable machine. You have the band around the chest, and this will help reduce that body weight whilst doing a plyometric press-up. Bottom position, you go into eccentric, then you really drive up. What's really important with this is to make sure that the body is all moving as one. What you're not wanting to do is to press up, elevate the chest first, leave the hips behind, and not have a lot of core stability and start flaring up the rib cage using lower back. Have the feet quite wide, belly button tucked in, glutes switched on, drop down and then drive up and really maximize that acceleration intent. What would be really good is to have a certain height marker to have as a target, or having a velocity-based device such as Output Sports on the arm. Just getting them to fire up and giving them a target to hit to really encourage that acceleration and that hand speed. Number 2 is the drop catch. So you can do this from medium height to start off with and then start progressing. This is to create a landing to be able to deal with that deceleration first before you move on to more advanced, more ballistic plyometric press-ups. So this is to provide a strong foundation before you start moving on. So what you're going to do, you're going to go onto 2 boxes with your arms outstretched, and then you're going to drop down into that catch position. Try and keep your body as neutral as you can throughout the movement. You won't be performing between 3 and 5 repetitions of this, because this is really high threshold actions, really high eccentric load. So it can be quite risky exercise to do, but done with the correct technique and the right precautions in mind and with the right strength foundations can be really effective. And then we're going to move on to the most ballistic one, the drop, catch, and then press up. So we're going to start from an elevated height with our arms extended. We're going to drop down into that eccentric. Then we're going to transition as quickly as we can from the eccentric to the concentric action back onto the platform. So going back onto the platform creates that stiffness and that shoulder stability, but also gives our athlete a target to reach to increase that hand speed and that acceleration, but also allows athletes to reset and repeat. So rather than doing explosive press-ups and doing it with a clap, what can happen is that we can get quite short in terms of acceleration, but also we can lose our posture throughout the movement. Instead of thinking about doing 5 repetitions, you want to be doing 5 single repetitions. So you start from that start position all the time, drop down into it, explode up, go back onto the boxes, resetting, and then repeating the action. Around about 5 repetitions on this one. Okay guys, so that's the end of the video. And there are 3 exercises for plyometric press-ups for boxing. Hopefully you enjoyed it and start integrating into your training and coaching environments. Got any questions, leave them in the comment box below. Hopefully see you on the next video.